Hey guys, Tammy Trier, TrierWilderness.com. I am in an antique store today and wanted to bring you on here with me to show you some of the ways and some of the tools that you can get for off-grid living and where you can find them. So I'm gonna walk you through the store a little bit and just show you some of the treasures and some of the things we use, and the reason behind us using the old and traditional tools is because moving forward, whether we are off-grid or not, if anything ever happened to the grid, anything ever happened to our solar, we would have tools that we could use regardless whether there's power or not. My kitchen, well, my whole house has antiques hanging on the wall, all of which get removed from the wall, dusted off, washed off, and used, whether in the kitchen, whether it's a cross-cut saw, whether it is a two-man saw, whether it's an old drill, an iron. We have all kinds of old tools, and it's a choice because I love antiques for starters, but the other thing is because you can utilize these tools no matter what. So I'm going to flip this around again and just show you some of the things that you can find. Thrift stores, antique stores, yard sales. They're your best place to locate the different items for your homestead. Oftentimes you'll find people with things that they just don't know what they are. They're cleaning out grandma's attic and just want to get rid of things. So this is what you want to this is how you want to utilize your time and find these things. You can find them on Layman's and Layman's catalog also. They're reproductions, but they're very pricey. And I'm frugal. I want to find things inexpensively, and I want to be able to use these tools that are going to last forever. And I really feel that the antique counterparts are the way to go because they're already 50, 60, 70 years old and they're still working just fine. So that's what we focus on. And it's just a choice. You know, like I said in last week's show, that you can use all your modern day conveniences. You need to use a lot of them when the sun is shining, but you know, they're usable. You can use them with solar and you won't have problems, but you need to also have the backup, in my opinion. But we focus on using the older tools and conserving on our power so that we don't have to use fuel to run a generator. So I'm going to show you some of the things that are here, some of the things you can look for. How's everybody doing out there? I hope that I'm able to reach a lot of you and help you to understand what off-grid living is really about, and help get rid of the misconceptions of solar power, because we have power and we can do exactly the same things you do in your home, you know, so it's no different. Our power just comes from the sun. But let me show you some of these tools. Bear with me here. Okay, so like examples, here's axes and pitchforks and different tools that you can find. They have the varying saws, and there's all kinds of things that you can utilize. Now, there's also, I'm going to spin this without trying to make you sick. I don't do good with lots of motion on video, so I'm going to try to be good about that. But there's old jars. The old jars, I'm a jar fanatic, so the old jars are great when you can find them with the old lids, and that you can find them cheaper than you can the replicas today. So many things. Oil lanterns. I'm going to flip this around and we're going to walk through a little bit because there's also a lot of cast iron in here, and that's what. Okay, so bear with me here. Again, this is my second Periscope, so I am not used to doing the live video, but I think it'll be fun. So behind me here, you can see all kinds of kitchen gadgets. You've got the flour sifters and the hand mixers. All of those are on my wall. And then down here you've got all kinds of cast iron, the old agate is what I call it, or enamelware. Great stuff. Here is a wonderful cedar. People call them different things, but it's great to do your berries and your tomatoes to get rid of the seeds, so your juices go through the sieve and your seeds stay behind. Dutch oven, can't beat it. Now let's just check the price, because I'm going to tell you, you've got to really watch your pricing. This is 40 bucks, and yes, it's old, but you can get a new one for cheaper than that. So you know, you want to know your pricing of the new versus the old, and see what your options are, because Lodge you can find on Amazon for a lot cheaper. I'm going to try to slowly move this. Here are some great old lanterns. These are wonderful. So sorry.
All right.
So you can utilize those with your lamp oil and your wicks. These are a great thing to have beyond your candles when the power's out, so keep that in mind. And I'm going to shift through here. Pardon me. Thank you. But there's so many old things that you can find. The old scales, the old meat scales, the old meat grinders. There's all kinds of things that you can find. There's another big treasure. Whoops. The crocks. All the old crocks and potteryware are amazing things to have on hand to be able to make your sauerkraut and your different fermented items as well. So I'm going to spin this around and we're going to do a little strolling. Lamps down here. Awesome. Okay. I've got helpers here with me. I've got Miss Rhonda from the Farmer's Lamp in here with me. Hi! We are antiquing and thrifting. Oh, and wait. Don't you think you're slipping away? We've got the Mountain Boy from mountainboyjournals.com. That's my Mountain Boy.
Mom, look at all the plates over here.
I see. Oh, and here's some other treasures. So bear with me. Like I said, this is my first live one out in public, but this one has all kinds of great treasures. Here are all of your meat grinders and varying pieces. You can find sausage makers. You can find it. There is an old waffle iron. This is awesome. I just love this stuff. See this here? Yes, ma'am. See how that worked? And look what it is.
I know.
Tiny trayer. So you've got the hearts, and you've got the old slicers, potato slicer, meat slicer there, the wooden piece there. So you've got all kinds of really awesome things. The pulleys are priceless to have if you're logging or doing varying things, or you need to use your lever and pulley.
That's part of it.
Yeah, that's the base. So the grease, that's the base, so that the grease goes into this little ring down here. Where's my finger? There we go. Goes into that ring. So that's why that goes
sit
together.
right on the wood stove.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. And then you have all your different tools, your kettles, and there's another kettle over here. I love the big kettles. Those come in so handy for so much. And all the old wooden tools. Now, I don't recommend buying necessarily the old wooden tools. I recommend that you learn how to make them. My husband makes wooden spoons and varying different things. So definitely encourage you to check out the antique stores. Oh, I found another treasure. Here's another good one. This is an old griddle. You can put it on your stove burner. You can put it on the wood stove. But these are great tools to have in your homestead and your off-grid homes. So I just thought I'd bring you in here and give you those thoughts to encourage you to look for deals on the old tools, because honestly our family really feels that learning the old skills, and doing things traditionally is going to be what gets you through. It doesn't mean you have to do that all the time and that's how you have to live, but to know the skills is key in the event that things happen. Right now in the closest town near us, they have been out of power for I think 6 to 8 days now. We're unaffected. Their phones have been down, their power's been out. So a lot of people are scrambling for heat because they have electric heat, so it's good to have your backup heat. We have wood fire, wood heat with our wood stoves. And so being prepared that way, even having a wood cook stove if you don't have wood fire, wood stove that you could, use as your auxiliary cooking and also heat your home. So just keep those things in mind. This is what I wanted to cover today, but we will talk so much more about this. And on Wednesday, I will share more about my family's experiences with you. I've had a couple questions that have come through that I will touch on Wednesday also. So join me at 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and we will wrap some more about off-grid living and some of the things that you can consider for that type of a lifestyle. So thanks for joining me. Spread the word. You can find me at TrayerWilderness.com. I encourage you to sign up for my newsletter at TrayerWilderness.com/newsletter. We really cater to our audience through our newsletter, and you can also find our 2015 gift giving guide available on our website. My 2 books are available for sale right now on our website, and I have a class coming out in January regarding organization. It's getting organized in a crazy busy world. So I feel that organization is the key to success in anything, whether it be off-grid living, whether it is homeschooling, whether it's just existing. So I encourage you to check that out also. But thanks for joining me. Send me your questions at survive@trayerwilderness.com so I can really help you to understand off-grid living and answer your questions. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope this wasn't too much of a fast pace, or also that you didn't get sick with my movement. But thanks for joining me, and we'll see you Wednesday. You guys take care. God bless.